behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up shortly. But don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons below you there. And if you click those, you'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you want to, leave a comment on the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you pay attention to the description, as well as the closing credits at the end of the show, you'll see contact info. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. We have Jaques Arpin today. He's from a band called the Beach Bums. They're a Beach Boys tribute. And I think you're really going to love these guys. And we're going to get to that in a second. But first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, we have Jaques Arpin, and he's with the Beach Bums, which is a Beach Boys tribute, and we want to thank you so much for coming on the show, Jaques.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I guess like all tributes, they tend to love the bands that they tribute, and that's why they wanted to give back. I guess that's the same in your situation, or is there a much deeper story than that?
It is. It's exactly when we were very young. We started like at the age of 11, 12 to sing in a choir because we love vocal harmonies. And then after growing up a little bit, we started to doing a small band that was doing Beatles covers and of course Beach Boys at the time. And as we grew up, we had a lot of different bands that covered Bryan Adams or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, we wanted to really have something that would last throughout the years. And for us, the Beach Boys was it. I mean, we loved the harmonies, we loved the challenge, we loved that music, and knowing that everybody loves that music. So, and it goes through every decade or every generations for a very long time. So we knew that by having something like that, a tribute to the Beach Boys, would last us a long time, and we would have a lot of fun doing it in the process.
Oh, okay. Well, you're all really good, and we're going to see in just a minute here. I guess you already answered my question basically, but I usually ask what other bands you would influence you, but you said things like Bryan Adams and the Beatles. I guess those would be some of your influences, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of the '60s band was really something that attracted us a lot. So, of course, the Beatles were very big, and the Beach Boys. Those were the two major bands. But on that, there's also in the parallel the instrumental bands like the Ventures and the Safaris, stuff like that. That was also something that was interesting. But the influence was very 60s like.
Yeah, and that was a great time for music too, because
Yeah.
there are a lot of music that came well in the 50s as well, but the 60s definitely were really memorable there. Now, I'm sure you want to tell everybody how we can find you, because I know you have an official website, but maybe you want to talk about your social media as well. Go ahead and give everybody that information.
Absolutely. We have a website that's called thebeachbums.ca, and on that website you'll see a little bit of information about the band. There's also we did an album way back when we started off. So at the bottom there's going to be a link, a SoundCloud link that you can listen to the tracks. There's also a Facebook page that's linked in there, and YouTube as well, so that you can see a few live performances as well.
Okay, and I think you have videos on your website too, I do believe, and you also have concert dates. So if anybody seems to be happens to be in the Montreal, Quebec area, you can check them out, and I know you love them. And I guess this video is basically just like a demo of a few different songs that you do. Obviously, they must be your favorite ones to do.
Yeah, it's I think the most popular as well. A lot of people, in Quebec, it's not like in the States. So in Canada, people know the Beach Boys, but they don't know them as much as, the people in the States. So when we go over there, the people they sing the lyrics, they really are engaged in the show in Quebec. They listen to it and they have fun, but they don't have it's not the same enthusiasm as we see in the States. So that's why when we do those types of videos, we do the greatest hits, the ones that people know a lot. So that's what we put in there.
Oh, okay. Well, as I said earlier, you're really going to love this clip we're about to show you, and we'll get to that in a second. But Jaques, thank you so much for being on the show today. Anytime you want to come back, maybe we'll have you back sometime, and you can plug something new for us if you like.
It will be my pleasure, Paul. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, no problem. And here it is, the Beach Bums, and begins right now.
Fun, 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 till the daddy takes a T-bird away. Fun, 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 till the daddy takes a T-bird. If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California, yeah. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Get around, round, round, I get around, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. I wish they all could be California. I wish they all could be California. Whoa.